So working my way through Mastering the Art of French Cooking from Julia Child, this is Jamie and Julia.
Oh! Bon appetit.
I'm in volume 1 today, and I'm gonna cook up something completely new to me and unfamiliar, and well, the story of every other episode. But it's gonna be veal scallops with mushrooms and cream today. I have like vague recollection of eating this as like a young kid, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't had it since, nor have I ever cooked with it. So veal scallops are boneless slices of veal cut thinly and then flattened. A perfect main course for a chic little luncheon. That's perfect, because I was gonna have this for lunch anyway. I didn't see that part till just now. If you're reasonably quick, you can complete this in 30 minutes or less. Now, I've fallen for that trap before, Julia. I don't want to commit to anything right now and not make the time, so I'm just gonna, I'll time myself, but I'm in no way guaranteeing I can make this in 30 minutes or less. But we'll see. Let's get started. Wipe the mushrooms off. These mushrooms do not need cleaning. I repeat, do not need cleaning. Thinly sliced up shallot. Everything I got in front of me right here is everything I need for today. So I'm just gonna put that all off to the side. Let me introduce you to my veal cutlets. Firstly, Julia says that these need to be the palest pink I can find. That's what makes a good veal scallop. And these look pretty damn pale to me. So I just ordered these online and had them delivered to my door. So I didn't like go to the butcher and like pick out what they're gonna look like. So yeah, if they're misshapen, which they are, that's because that's what they picked out for me. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, but I'm just gonna work with what I have. So she says these need to start at 3/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna get these onto some wax paper, and I gotta pound these until they're 1/4 inch thick. So these can't be damp. They need to be dried thoroughly or the meat will not brown. So here is the dealio. I'm not gonna follow a cookbook when it comes to the cooking time of the veal. It just seems out of whack or something. 4 to 5 minutes per side for 8 to 10 minutes in total. Look how thin these are. So I looked online at similar like type of recipes, and everyone else is cooking them 1 to 2 minutes per side. And that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna do around 1.5 minutes per side. I think that sounds best for me. Probably be in everyone's best interest to cut these, right? So that they fit in the frying pan. So from this point, it should be 30 minutes or less, right? Heat going on that bad boy. Light my fire. So a little bit of oil, some butter, and then like a moderately high heat. Once the butter foam has almost subsided, add the veal as much as I can without crowding the pan. Remember, 1 to 2 minutes per side. They're finished when they have become resistant to touch. So I just noticed that there's been no mention of seasoning these things, so I'm just gonna throw a little salt on them. That's my call. Pour out all but 2 tablespoons of fat out of the frying pan. Well, that's nothing. So I'm just gonna leave that in. But if any fat has burned, discard it. All right, so discard some of the discarded, and I'm gonna leave the rest. Get the heat back going on that son of a bit. Knob of butter, whatever the hell. Shallots. Okay, then after a minute, I'm gonna add in 1/8 pint, 60 milliliters of beef stock, and the same amount of white vermouth. Boil it. I'm gonna boil that down to around half of what I just added. This is just a slurry of cornstarch and water. Add that in. And a 1/4 pint, 100 and something milliliters, heavy cream. So I gotta boil this for several minutes until it has reduced and thickened. I think that looks good. Okay, in a separate frying pan, you guessed it, more butter and more oil. Add in my sliced mushrooms. Don't crowd the pan, you idiot. I need to brown these lightly, so it's gonna take around 4 to 5 minutes. So I'll probably do 2 minutes per side. I'm gonna add some pepper to these guys. Where the hell is the salt? And some salt. Those look nice. Wow, me not washing them and just drying them off, brown them much quicker. Ooh. The mushrooms gotta go in with the cream sauce. Simmer this for a minute. My eyes glazed over this part. I was supposed to add salt and pepper now, but since I've already added salt, just need the pepper. Scallops go into the sauce. Baste them with the cream. It says simmer for 4 to 5 minutes, but I'm only gonna do it for a few minutes because what am I at here? What am I at for time here? 29, 30. Just decorate with some parsley. That's way too much parsley. All right. Order up. Oh, those mushrooms. This is real good. So that was fantastic. I really very much enjoyed that. It's got one of those creamy sauces, and usually I could take or leave those. This one I would very much take, and I did, and I ate the entire thing. I nearly licked the plate. Julia says this would be a perfect main course for a chic little luncheon. I'm gonna say no to that, because all I want to do right now is nap. That cream sauce really just makes you tired. It'd be perfect for dinner though. So I don't know what little luncheon she was going to, but I have definitely never been invited to one of those in my life. What I'm gonna say about that veal is it tastes like beef, but not as intense, but it also reminds me of pork. It's like somewhere in between. That dish that I just made is very reminiscent of something I made last year, the boeuf à la prison. It had the same type of heavy cream sauce. It may have been the exact same, I can't really recall. Anyway, that's it. That is all. I'll see you all very soon. This was Jamie and Julia. Bon appetit. Au revoir. New on Patreon this week, I'm gonna be doing another Patreon only live stream. You gotta sign up for my Patreon. It's linked right here or in the description.